In 1995, a young man named Elon Musk stood in the immigration line at Los Angeles International Airport, clutching a single suitcase, his heart racing with a blend of excitement and fear. Imagine that moment, a 24-year-old dreamer stepping into the land of opportunity, leaving behind the familiar comforts of Pretoria, South Africa. He was a boy who had spent countless hours lost in science fiction novels, his imagination ignited by the possibilities of the universe. He had tinkered with a second-hand Commodore VIC-20, coding his way through childhood, but now he was on the brink of something far greater. Yet, the road ahead was anything but smooth. The first challenge that awaited him was the complex maze of US immigration laws. Elon entered the country on a student visa, aiming to pursue a Ph.D. in applied physics at Stanford University. But here's the kicker. His ambitions didn't align with the slow, methodical pace of academia. Within 2 days, he made a bold decision. He dropped out. Can you imagine that? Leaving behind a prestigious academic path to dive headfirst into the chaotic world of internet startups. It was a daring move, but it came with its own set of consequences. Without a stable visa, he faced the constant, gnawing fear of deportation. So what did he do? He threw himself into his first startup, Zip2. Picture this: nights spent in a cramped office, a Spartan cubicle, where he coded by day and dreamed of revolutionizing online media by night. He worked tirelessly, pouring every ounce of energy into his vision. But here's the thing. He was an immigrant entrepreneur, and finding investors was a monumental challenge. Many people doubted him. Who was this South African kid with grand ideas? In a place like Silicon Valley, dominated by seasoned veterans, he was often underestimated. His accent, a blend of South African and Canadian, marked him as an outsider. In meetings, he could feel the skepticism hanging in the air. But Elon pressed on. His relentless optimism, coupled with an almost ferocious work ethic, began to turn heads. By 1999, he had a breakthrough. Compaq acquired Zip2 for nearly $300 million. Can you imagine that moment? From a young immigrant with a suitcase to a multi-millionaire, catapulted into the spotlight. But success, as he soon learned, came with its own set of challenges. Despite his newfound wealth, cultural adjustments loomed large. The hyper-competitive, fast-paced environment of Silicon Valley clashed with the collaborative ethos he had envisioned for the tech world. He felt like a fish out of water. And then there was the loneliness. Thousands of miles from his family in South Africa, he grappled with the isolation that often accompanies the immigrant experience. Relationships suffered as he dedicated himself entirely to his vision. The weight of being an immigrant with everything to prove pushed him to the brink of burnout. But Elon wasn't done yet. In the early 2000s, he set his sights even higher, founding SpaceX with the audacious goal of making humanity multi-planetary. And later, he joined Tesla to revolutionize transportation. But let me tell you, both ventures came with monumental challenges. The aerospace industry was a fortress dominated by government contracts and legacy corporations. Musk faced ridicule for daring to compete with giants like NASA and Boeing. 3 failed rocket launches nearly bankrupted SpaceX, and Elon poured his personal fortune into keeping it afloat. Then there was Tesla. Entering the automobile industry as an electric vehicle startup was like stepping into a lion's den. The skepticism from consumers was palpable, and established car manufacturers, along with oil companies, were not about to let a newcomer disrupt their business. But through it all, Elon remained steadfast. His ability to navigate these challenges, combined with the fierce drive that often characterizes immigrants, defined his path forward. Fast forward to today, and Elon Musk is a household name, a symbol of innovation and audacity. His journey from a South African teenager to a US-based tech icon is not just a story of personal triumph, it's a testament to the challenges immigrants face and the resilience required to overcome them. In interviews, he often reflects on his background, crediting it for shaping his character. "When you have to fight for every inch," he once said, "you learn to value the journey, no matter how difficult it is." Elon Musk's story transcends rockets and cars. It's about the grit and determination required to chase a dream in a foreign land. It serves as a powerful reminder that the challenges of immigration, while daunting, can forge some of the world's most extraordinary innovators. His narrative resonates with anyone who has ever felt like an outsider, anyone who has dared to chase their dreams despite the odds stacked against them. So, the next time you hear about Elon Musk launching rockets or revolutionizing transportation, remember the journey that brought him here. It's a story of perseverance, ambition, and the relentless pursuit of a vision that many deemed impossible. It's a reminder that sometimes the most remarkable innovations come from those who have fought against the tide, who have faced adversity head-on, and who have dared to dream bigger than the world around them.